Hey everybody, how are you? This is Ashley with Publish with Ashley, and I am live on Wednesday. I'm back live to you today. And so my channel, Publish with Ashley, is all about how to make money online and how, most specifically and most often, about how to publish low content books, or actually you could publish any type of books. All the tips that I usually have for you are pretty much for any sort of fiction, children's books, that sort of thing. So, but today we are going, remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about my KDP income report for 2021. And I'm going to give you my 5 top truths about KDP as a business, or tips, or whatever you want to call them, as well as tell you the 5 top things I personally love about KDP and why I do this. All right. So I see a few of you online live. So hello, everyone. Let's get to the income report. So let me share my screen. Give me a second. Okay. So in July of 2021, this is how much I made. $2,012 for the month. And everyone always asks me, how long have I been doing KDP? Ads, that sort of thing. How many books do I have up? Okay, so right now I have around 2,000, almost 3,000 books up. Never fear, a lot of those happen to be previous year calendars and things like that. So they don't even sell because, 2019, 2020, even 2021 calendars, because they started in January, I sell like maybe one a month. So a lot of those aren't selling right now. So I have about, I would say, 300 books that are really, would be evergreen, or things that would sell kind of year round. And about 200 of those sell at least once a month. So that's not too bad. I've been doing this for KDP for 5 years. I was a fiction author. You've probably heard that if you've been on my channel. Fiction author is amazing, but it was so draining for me. It was a lot of time, a lot of effort. And just when I kind of got it all going with the ads, my email list, everything I was supposed to do, I was just tired. And so I switched over to low content books as kind of a rest, and I fell in love with it. And I never went back to fiction writing. Most of these books are fiction. Or not fiction, I'm sorry. Most of my earnings are from low content. A few are some nonfiction books I have and things, but not much. So how much in ads? So I did not spend really any time this month. So $2,000 I think is great, because I have not published a book in 2 months. I haven't paid attention to my account in 2 months. I didn't do barely any ads. I spent $100 in ads. So pretty much I made $1,900 in profit. So these are profits. I have a few other things. I have some Creative Fabrica subscriptions, and all of that comes down to less than $100. Like, I think it's $50 a month or something like that total of what I have. So really cheap. Actually, I think it was only like $20 this month, because I knew I wasn't going to be doing a lot. So I've kind of canceled a lot of my subscriptions and things like that. So I think this is great. Passive, it's income. I didn't do anything. I've been have my kids out on summer break. We've been visiting everywhere. If you see some of my other videos, my last video, I kind of showed some crazy pictures of all the places we'd been, and just doing stuff with them. Yesterday we played Frisbee golf, and I did nothing on my business. I'm also taking a college class. So I've got another 3 weeks of that. And so I really haven't done anything. So I think this is great. And summer is kind of my lowest months, always tend to be August, September, and things start to pick up in October. So I think this is great. Okay, so let me stop sharing that real quick. Let's see. Okay, so my top, my truths about KDP, and everyone, I know there's a lot of naysayers out there that say you can't make money. And you know what? If you believe you can't make money, guess what? You can't. It's like anything. What you believe in is the truth. So my 5 tips, or the truth about KDP, is it is a business. Guess what? It's a business. And and that's the key word, business. Okay. In a business, you create a product that somebody you hopefully wants to buy, and they purchase it. And that's, you're trading value for value. They are giving you their money and you're giving something that they find valuable. Okay. So here are my 5 things about KDP and really the truth about it. Okay. Is KDP has highs and lows. Okay. And that depends upon what you sell. Like I said, I do a lot of calendars, a lot of stuff that really start to sell in the October, November, December, January, and February timeframe. So I tend to make most of my money then. I do have some decent, I would say summer niches, but they're like early summer. So you're talking March, April, May, and June type sellers, because that's kind of what they're aimed at. So there are highs and lows to this business. So, that's like any business around. That's the truth. And I know a lot of people are belaboring like, oh, I haven't had any sales. What's the problem? Well, in the US, if the US is one of your bigger markets, and it is for me, sales are just low in the summer. They will pick up if you have the back to school niche. They should be starting to pick up then. I actually have a few things I do want to put up for the back to school niche. I might be a little late for that, but that's okay. I'm just going to still try and throw a few things up there and see what and throw is relative. I do believe in spending time on stuff, but putting a few things up there instead of a ton of things, a few things that I think are well placed and well done and have quality. Okay. 2, what you get what you put in. Okay. Like any business, you get what you put in. And I know there's a lot of people out there who say, I've done 5,000 books. Why am I not selling? Okay, so here's my analogy, or I guess parable, or whatever you want to call it. Have you ever heard of the man in the stove? So he says to the stove, give me heat. And the stove says, well, give me wood, right? You can't just get something for nothing. Okay, that's kind of the thing. Now, you can go out and find some paper real quick and toss it in the stove and, light it on fire, and you will get some heat for some amount of time. And so I kind of liken this to the people who are like, I've made 5,000 books and I just threw them up there in 6 weeks. And why am I not making money? I'm like, because if you made them that quickly, I'm not going to comment on quality. I probably your quality is low, but the very least I can comment on is that you probably didn't spend time to fully research and fully think about what your audience wanted and try and make unique and interesting things for your audience. And you definitely didn't take a step back to see what was selling and what wasn't, so that you could put your effort into the things that are selling and pull away from the things that aren't selling, right? There's no reason to throw up 40 of the same book that aren't going to sell. You need to try, you do need to experiment, you need to put stuff out into the world, but you also need to take a step back and say, okay, what's working and what isn't working, okay? So that's back to the man in the stove, right? Instead of throwing in paper, let's say he decided to go get some wood. So he has to go find an axe. He has to go out in the woods. He has to chop it. And maybe he doesn't know how to chop it. So he has to learn. And then, he finds out, oh, I need gloves because I have blisters. So he gets gloves and learns his lesson and says, gee, I'm not going to go chop wood without gloves anymore. Then he has to take that wood, haul it back home, stick it in, and then light a fire, right? And it's much harder to light wood on fire than just paper. You have to have kindling, all that stuff. So that's kind of that journey for KDP. There is that effort, that work, that learning process you have to put in. And some of the stuff you put in the beginning, it won't be good, but that's okay. You just need to have that struggle of learning to chop wood, if you will, learning to figure out how to light a fire, learning all these different things in KDP, because it is a business and you are selling something to someone and you want them to find it valuable, so they give you money. So you have to put in the time and the effort. Should that stop you from putting out your first book? No. Okay. It should make you think, okay, what am I doing? What am I learning? And then, you get better as you go along, right? You can't learn until you do. Okay. So number 3, quality. Okay. Quality ensures a few things. One, it ensures lasting sales. Okay. So you're going to have sales for longer if you create something that people want to buy and that is quality. Now, quality is relative. Quality is all dependent upon your target audience, your target market. Now, that could be so many things. So it's really important to understand, and I'm big on this. If any of you have heard me before, target market, target audience, that is my soapbox I will stand on any day, because it is so important to make what they find quality. I've shared in the past that I have this one book, it sells really well, and I hate the cover. It's ugly, but I know the person I'm selling it to. It's someone who likes, it's kind of it's not just that it's flowery, it's like layered with flowers and textures, and I hate it, absolutely hate it. But I knew exactly who I was selling it to, and they want it. So that's quality for them. Okay. For me, no. For them, yes. So even though maybe I think it's ugly, does not mean that someone else doesn't, because I know exactly what they wanted. It was a particular niche person that I was selling it to. Okay. Okay. Number 4, marketing. Any business, remember this is all about the Truth About KDP, there is marketing involved. This can be free. You can use Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. You can use any of that, or you can use paid ads. Amazon ads work probably the best. I know a lot of fiction authors use Facebook ads, and they're, some people are more successful than others. Yet again, it depends on your target audience. Here's the thing. For any ads, free or paid, or, going to Pinterest or Instagram, all of that, you need to know where your audience hangs out. So if you're creating a book for a specific person, it makes it so much easier to decide what type of marketing is going to work the best for you. You can look at each platform, see if these people hang out there. You can check out Facebook and see what audience sizes are. Look at groups, type in Facebook for different groups, see what group sizes are. If a market you're looking for has like tiny group sizes, then maybe that isn't the greatest market. If you find a lot of groups with big group sizes that are active, then, that might be a great market. And Facebook might be a good place for you to market your stuff. You could make a Facebook page, put cool pictures of your book up there, or whatever you want to do. You just have to consider if people are on that marketplace or not, or Pinterest or Instagram. So it's all about, yet again, go back to your target market, your target audience. Okay. Number 5, consistency. This is hugely important for those of you who are new, especially because you're learning. And if you don't consistently try and make something once a week, or whatever your consistency schedule is, maybe you make an interior for 1 week, you work on covers on week 2, and you publish. That's fine. It doesn't really matter as long as you're consistent. And consistency is important because you don't have to relearn things you've already relearned. It also gets stuff out there into the world so that people can buy it. Until you have products, no one can buy the products. So consistency is really important, especially when you're first starting. And it doesn't need to be anything amazing, but I would suggest, at least 2 books a month. Depends on your interiors, how long they take you. But I would at least say that, 1 a week's good, or it just depends where you are on your journey. Okay. Or more, right? 1 a day, if that's kind of how you want to work it. It just depends. Like if you're doing a bunch of calendars and planners, like I do a lot of planners. So I often will make I make some interiors, and then I have groups of interiors. Maybe I'll make an interior and then I make 6 versions of it. And then I create 5 to 10 covers for each of those versions. So 1 week I might make the big planner, or maybe in 2 weeks, it takes me a while. And then I make versions of it within a day. And then, 5 covers a day. And then I generally tend to publish in sets of 5, 10, or 20. And so I spend 1 day publishing books. So, whatever works for you. Okay. So here's my 5 things I love about this business. And feel free to ask questions, by the way, if you guys are live. 5 things I love about this business. Things I love. Okay. I love to help people and solve problems. This is why I do my YouTube channel. I am here to help you all. I think anyone could do this business. It's just a matter of putting your mind to it, learning, willing to change, willing to grow, willing to try something new, willing to fail, honestly, because not everything you do is going to be a success. But I love helping people. I love that. I do love helping people. Now, number 2 of things I love is going to sound counterintuitive. I love I don't have customer service. I love that Amazon handles all that for me. I'll admit that I don't want to ship anything. I don't want to have to, honestly, I love talking to you people because it's something I want to teach you and help you with, but I don't really want to, people to ask me like, oh, can you change these lines? And you can do that. And I get some of that through Etsy, but luckily it's not a lot. I do sell some of my stuff on Etsy. But since it's a digital product store, I get very few questions, and that's okay by me. But if I had to do a lot of it, no way. So number 3 reason, I can do it whatever pace I want in whatever time I want, whatever. I made $2,000, $1,900 if you count ads taken off this month in profit. And that may or may not seem a lot to you. It just depends. But you may think, geez, she's been doing this for like 5 years, but really the low content 3 years, and that's all she's making. Well, guess what? I haven't published a book in 2 months. I haven't done anything. So I think that's pretty great. And I think that my past efforts and my consistency when I can be consistent is great. And I've taken, in those 3 years, I've worked hard for a week or two, and then I've taken a month or two off. I do this all around my kids. I have 2 other businesses I run. I have another job. I have lots of things going on in my life, and I do this when I can. And would I be more successful if I was consistently publishing, 4 books a month or 6 books a week or whatever schedule I felt I could do? Yes. But I'm okay with running this business for the next 20 years and eventually, making $1 billion or something. That's okay for me. And at first that was hard for me to accept, but then I decided that's something I love about this. I can do whatever I want. I know people who've done this for 6 months and are making $10,000 a month, but they've probably put in 12-hour days for, 6 months. So more power to them. I am proud of you, happy for you and all that, but that's not how I wanted to run my business. So that's what I love. It is my business. 4, I love the creativity. I have thousands and thousands and thousands of ideas. There's no way I could do them all, but I love the idea that I can just think of something in my head and put it out into the world and hopefully solve somebody's problem, right? I love that. I love the ability to think outside the box. I'm a big outside the box thinker to try and come up with new and different things. And a book gives you so many ways to either use technology or just to do different things. So I love that. Okay, number 5, my last one, is I love a challenge. I learn something new every day from you guys in my audience, from other YouTubers, from other people on Facebook who I'm in their group. I love learning, oh my gosh, so many things. I love to learn how to use Pinterest. I still haven't figured out Instagram. I admit it. One of these days. I love to learn, how to do Etsy. I'm still learning how to do Etsy. I've loved this whole YouTube journey I've been on because I am like the slowest growing channel ever. I've had this channel for like a year and a half, year and 9 months, and I don't have that many subscribers. And that's okay because honestly, I'm not sure if I know what I'm doing or not. I'm getting better though. I'm trying to get better. And I love that. I love the challenge of, how to make covers better, this A+ content thing with Amazon. How do I make my books show better on my product page? I mean, there's so many things I get to learn every single day. And maybe that puts you off. And so maybe this isn't the business for you. But for me, that is like the best thing ever because I am a lifelong learner and I will learn anything that captures my fancy or interest. And that's a great thing about KDP too. Like I had an interest in paranormal investigation. Not that I have any desire to be a paranormal investigator, but I did a lot of research and created some books. So, I found out something new, something I was interested in, and, made a solution for someone. So, whatever you want to do. That's what I'm saying. It's so much you can learn and do. And that's the thing I love. I love the challenge. Okay. So let's see. I've got questions. I've got some hearts and loves. Thank you. I'm so glad that you enjoy my channel first last. That's cool. She said you're doing a great job. Ooh, let's see if I can actually do this. I think if I click on it, it shows it. Ha! You're doing a great job sharing your knowledge and experience. at your channel. Thanks for uploading videos. Oh, I'm so glad. Thanks. I do try and do this for you all. Come up with creative, crazy things. I'm going to do some more niche videos. I have so many crazy ideas. And it's like anything. Some are good, some are bad. But I want to put them out there in the world because I can't make all the ideas in my head. So I want you guys to go out there and try it and make something amazing. And so I am totally willing to share that because I have so many ideas and not enough time in my life. I wish I did, but maybe one day when I don't have a little 7-year-old who I had to force to do her homework today, that was a challenge. So yeah, summer school homework, not fun, right? And yeah, you know, like they give you the workbooks over the summer to do. We had a whole fight, but all right. Any other questions? Anything anyone wants to ask? I didn't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to share with you what I made last month. Show you can encourage you that you can do it too, and kind of tell you if this is the right business for you. It may or may not be. So it just depends on you. What type of business do you want it to be? What type of business do you feel that you deserve or want, or is this for you, or is this just a fun project? Sometimes maybe if you even treat this like a really fun project, you might be surprised at your results. So, all right, questions, thoughts. I have a few people join. I'll give you my end of report thing. So this was what I made, 2,000 last month, 100 in ads, so 1,900 in profit. So these royalties are what they actually pay me, and I spent $100 in ad, just for those of you who just joined. All right, that was it. There are so many puzzle creators geared towards KDP. There are, and not all are made equal, but it all kind of depends how your process works. I have shared the ones I think work with my process. I like ones that I can download into various formats, so that I have the ability to use those puzzle creators in the way that works for me and that is easiest for me to manipulate. So I have, oh my gosh, I have almost every puzzle thing that's out there. No joke. I bought everything. And it's what I found is it really depends on you and your process, which one will work the best and the smoothest for you. So I have ones on my description page of YouTube, the ones I use with some coupons, but that's because they work really well for me. But I have everything out there. I everything out there almost, because, you know, I wanted to try and see which one. There was always that frustration, like, oh, I can't do this or I can't do this. And no one is perfect, but I do try and pick the ones that give me the most options. I have one that I paid a whole lot of money for, and I'm so disappointed in it. It frustrates me every time I try and use it. And so I gave up on it, which I feel bad about because I spent a lot of money on it. I will never suggest that one to you because it just frustrates me. Oh, hello, Paulina from Mexico. That is so cool. You asked me if I'm familiar with more than one. Yes, I am familiar with a lot. The ones that I have in my description are the ones that work best for me, but there are a lot out there. BookBolt, I know Puzzle Whiz. I love BookBolt for getting ideas and things like that. And they have Puzzle Whiz, and I know that works for some people amazingly. So that's an option. I put the ones that I have it's like puzzle creators and things like that, because that one works really well for me. I like to be able to download it into PowerPoint because I like to use PowerPoint, because I don't know, that's what I like to use. Jackie, let's see. You're doing great and inspired me. Oh, good. You've only published 2 books, but I want to publish unique ones and I'm so proud of them. Awesome. And you've got sales. I think that is amazing. I think that, yes, publish something unique, publish something you're passionate about. Some of my best gifts or my best products have always been things I made for somebody else as a gift. I have one that I was just looking at today, and I was really surprised at how many sales I've had. And it's totally out of season right now. I think I've made $10, $20 in royalties this month so far, and it's really out of season. But it was actually something I made as a gift for my daughter. So make something unique, make something fun, and target it towards your market, your target market, right? Make it for someone. You can make it for someone you know. You can make it for yourself. You can make it for an avatar you've made up. Like I said, the one with the flowers and stuff, it was really made for the scrapbooking grandma, okay? That they would love this. I hated it. It was too much for me. I'm a very plain person. But for the scrapbooking grandma, it was definitely for her. And she or someone she knows would buy it for her, right? Okay. Anything else? Anyone want questions? I love going live because I do love to answer your guys' questions. Yeah. Do people use book? It's like Bookow, right? Because the templates are compressed for Canva. You know what? I know people do. I make my own templates because I have discovered that every time I use somebody else's template, I am very frustrated because they don't always go through. It doesn't always center. It frustrates me. So whether I'm in Canva, which actually I have a gift for you guys. I'll have to put that out. I'll put another video. I have a gift for you guys. I made some Canva templates that you guys can just use. And it's actually the templates on Canva. So like you don't have to upload anything. It's just a template. And I'm happy to give it to you all. They work for, I think it's 6x9, 100 pages, and 6x9, it's for covers, 6x9, 120 pages, and then I think it was 8.5 by 11, 100 pages, 8.5, 11, 120 pages. And if I don't have that many pages, say I get to like 110 or something, I just add 10 pages of notes to the back of the book. So it all works out in the end. But I'll have to do another video and show you guys how to use them and give them to you all because I can't make other templates. I have to make my own template. I'm terrible. Any other questions? Anybody? 22 people. Well, hello, you all. I'm so excited. Please ask questions. I know a lot of YouTubers who in KDP don't go live to answer questions. It's scary going live, but I got over that. I kind of got over that. I was like, whatever, it's fine. Pamela, you just got here. I'm wondering how I did. Okay, let me do it quick. Oh, you're so new. Okay, so let me throw this up again. I made $2,000 in July. It's not my best month by any means. Like I said, I do best in October, November, December, January, February. Like those are my months. February, it's hit or miss. But because I do a lot of planner, New Year's, I have a lot of year type books that you start generally in January. And I only have $100 in ads, but I didn't do anything in the past 2 months at all. So I think this is great. So there you go. And it's all what you put into it. So make sure to watch the rest of it because I gave some tips, what I love, the realities of KDP, all that sort of thing. Shocking, it's work. I don't know. Anyway, a Q4 video, that is on my list. Let me make sure I write that down because I am starting to gear up for Q4. Would you guys like a Q4 challenge? I was thinking about going live, like once my kids go back into school for like a week, September, probably a week in September, that first week, to try and maybe I'll do some ideas a few weeks before, but then I'll do like lives every single day a week with like either topics or I don't know, but some sort of Q4 challenge to get everybody excited and motivated to get, something out there. So I'll do something like that. To me, Q4, and then I'll do some lead ups, and then I'll do a week long lives. But I have to wait till my kids go back into school because it's hard when there's summer break because they want me to do things. Today we're making chocolate chip cookies and possibly fresh bread. So that'll be interesting. Cookies are good. The bread, no, wait, we're going to make brownies. The littlest one wanted brownies. So we'll see. All right. Yes. Okay. Q4 challenge. I will do that September. So look for that. Like I said, I'll do some lead up. I think I'll do some niche research and do some niche videos. And I'm going to give you guys some, I just didn't have time for today. I wanted to give you guys keywords that I think would work for those niches and kind of, you can decide, give you like, 10 ideas and niche and keyword ideas, and then work up and give you guys like a week long I don't know what we'll do during that week, but I'll think of something. It'll be fun. I'm so glad you found me, Pamela. I am about as real as it gets. I am not flashy. I'm not. This is what you get. You get the bun and yeah, this is what I am, like me or not. Can you post a tutorial on how to make your templates without Photoshop or Affinity? Yes, I do templates in PowerPoint and Canva. Those are my two templates. I do have Affinity, but I'm learning Affinity. So if any of you guys have Affinity questions, I am not the expert for you yet. I just bought a course that I got on sale for $19, $20 that is supposed to walk me through how to use Affinity because I was trying to learn it myself and I was frustrated. So I thought $20 for a course would be great. So I'm going to learn it, and hopefully I can teach it to you guys too if you're interested in Affinity. But Canva and PowerPoint. PowerPoint, I already have some videos out there, and Canva I do too on book covers. So look on my playlist for book covers. I go through in every single video how to set up. I never do the drop-in stuff because I'm always frustrated that things don't line up correctly. So I always make my own. And it's not actually that hard. It seems hard, but once you do it over and over again, it's really pretty easy. Okay. Yeah, Real is the best. Yes, I bought Affinity and I purchased all three. And you know the cool thing about Affinity is that if you have all three, you can be an Affinity publisher and then you can use the other tool sets. So that's why I bought all of them. And I am excited to use it because I have a few things I think would be really good in Affinity, but I'm by no means an Affinity expert. I am an Affinity basic person. I know how to like open it. That's about as good as I can get at the moment. Hello, Facebook user. Sorry, it doesn't say your name, but let's see. Okay, so yes, Teague, look in my playlist. I do have some stuff, but I will put some new stuff out especially when I make the templates that I'm offering to give you guys for free. So that is a good thing. I should do that. I was wondering what video I should put up, but I should do that one. So I will. Yeah. Okay. Cool deal. Anything else before I go? I want to help answer your questions, but also respect everybody's time because I've already been on for 30 minutes. Anything? All right. Well, it sounds like I'm just getting thank yous. So thank you for coming. I so appreciate you are here live. I am here live every Wednesday. And if I'm not live, I do upload something. I think I've 100% success since I've started this YouTube channel that I am either live or I upload something. So definitely check me out every Wednesday, noon Eastern time. There will either be a video or me. So please come visit me. All right. Thank you all so much. And I will see you next week. But I'm going to upload. I promise going to upload a few things this week too. So you'll have some extra stuff. So check that out. All right. Bye, everybody.